I'll never forget the moment it happened. I was standing in a crowded room, glass of champagne trembling in my hand, listening to the laughter and chatter around me, when she raised hers and said it. "Everyone, I'd like to introduce my ex, John." Ex. My ex. The word hit me like a punch to the stomach. I froze. My throat tightened. My heartbeat thundered in my ears. I was still married, still in the life we had built together for 5 years, and yet, in front of her colleagues, her friends, everyone who mattered to her professionally, I had been erased. At first, I couldn't even think. My mind raced, trying to process what I had just heard. Maybe she misspoke? Maybe I had misheard? I turned to her, eyes wide, searching for some sign that this was a terrible, unintentional mistake. But she was smiling, the same radiant, proud smile she always wore when she was in her element. Only this time, the warmth was gone. I should have noticed the signs earlier. The subtle ones, the tiny cracks that I'd brushed off, the missed calls when she claimed to be in meetings, the phone that she now carried like it was a separate life, the faint smell of someone else's cologne on her scarf. I had questioned myself first. Maybe I was paranoid, maybe I was imagining things, but a part of me always knew, deep down, that something wasn't right. A week before the promotion party, I had found her phone unlocked on the kitchen counter. A string of messages from someone named Alex. The way they laughed, the way she responded late at night, the little heart she typed so casually, it gnawed at me. I told myself I was overreacting, that perhaps it was harmless. But that day, standing there as she casually introduced me as her ex, the truth hit like a tidal wave. I excused myself from the crowd and stepped into the hallway. My hands shook, my chest felt like it was caving in. The fluorescent lights flickered overhead as I tried to make sense of everything. Every memory we had shared, the weekends curled up on the couch, the vacations we planned, the quiet evenings cooking together, now carried a sting I hadn't felt before. Had it all been a lie? Was I just living with a stranger in the body of the woman I loved? When I confronted her later that night, she didn't deny it. Her voice was calm, almost rehearsed. "I didn't mean for it to get out like that," she said. I needed some space, some distance. We've been growing apart. Distance. That one word cut deeper than any accusation. Growing apart. To her, our 5 years together were just a chapter she could casually close. I wanted to yell, to demand answers, to demand that she see what she had done to me. But I couldn't. Not yet. All I could do was sit there, feeling the heartbreak seep into my bones. Over the next few days, I replayed everything in my mind, searching for clues I had missed. The dinners she claimed were team meetings. The nights she came home later than usual. Her laughter just a little too light, a little too practiced. The way she avoided my eyes when I asked about her day. All the small betrayals, the little lies, they accumulated into a mountain of grief I couldn't climb over. I realized then that I had a choice. To let this betrayal define me, or to reclaim my life. I chose the latter. I filed for separation, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. I changed my routines, took walks at sunrise, surrounded myself with friends who reminded me of my worth. I didn't try to destroy her life or her career. I simply stepped out of the shadow of someone who no longer valued me. Months later, I walked past the office where she worked. I didn't feel rage or pain anymore. I felt a quiet strength, a calm that had eluded me before. Betrayal had burned to the life I knew, but it had also shown me what I was capable of. Endurance, resilience, self-love. I had lost someone I loved. Yes, but I had found myself in the ashes of heartbreak. And for the first time in a long while, I smiled, not at her, not at the life we had, but at the future I was finally ready to embrace.